The main characters of the book are the two fathers of Robert Kiyosaki. One of them is his real father, and the other, who played a big role in Robert's becoming a millionaire and taught him everything, is his close friend. His real father was a doctor of science and taught at the university, and the other father, having completed only 8 grades of school, plunged headlong into life and learned everything from experience. Both earned enough to support themselves during their lifetime. However, the second father, at his death, was one of the richest people in the Hawaiian Islands, who left his children more than tens of millions of dollars, and the other left the children only unpaid debts and taxes. Making money is a kind of science that is not taught in school or university. What is taught in school is only a path to building a career, which is why in many families, parents paved the same path for children. If your parents are not the self-made rich people, that is, not the 1%, then they will most likely teach you how to be poor, not because they do not wish you well, but because they themselves do not know and have not read this book in order to somehow change their worldview. The same thing happened to me. My family did not make up the same 1% of my environment. Instead of teaching me how to get rich, they taught me poverty without knowing it. All my life they advised me to go to university so that I could get a profession, find a job, and get a good salary. There were even times when I had my own business, they asked, "Oh, if you got a job, how nice it would be. Are you even looking for a job, son?" It was for this reason, at one time, that I reluctantly entered the law school and followed the path that they liked. But after I read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, I realized that this book taught me more than what is taught in 4 years of university. It was the author of this book, who played Rich Dad for me, who played a big role in my life, and at the end of my first year at university, I began to run my own business. If you, like me, were not born in the top 1% of the richest people, then you should definitely read this book by Robert Kiyosaki. Many of us think that a large salary will solve our material problems, but in fact, our problems are not solved by a large amount of money, but by the knowledge through which we can earn them. The problem for many people is that we work for money, spending time and energy to get a good salary. Yes, from the very beginning we have to work in order to earn and collect a certain amount of money. But if we want to get rich, then soon we must make money work for us and bring us even more money. To do this, we must understand 2 financial terms, assets and liabilities. Even if you have gone through financial accounting, then let's put aside the knowledge gained and explain these terms in a simpler language. Assets are things that increase your income, while liabilities take away your money. Anything can be both an asset and a liability. For example, if you have a car that you spend $200 on, then it is a liability. But if you have a car that you rent out and get $200, then it's an asset. The amount of assets includes, for example, own business, real estate that generates income, shares of companies. Liabilities include objects and things of no particular importance, expensive phones, cars, big houses, things taken on credit. Understanding things between these terms is very important. Do you know why the rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer? Because rich money is invested in assets, while poor people are invested in liabilities. Therefore, after a certain period of time, the rich have more money, while the poor have a standard of living that either does not change or deteriorates. For example, you cannot spend money on a new phone or a new car. It is better to spend money on something that will bring income in the future. Therefore, I do not buy expensive clothes from famous brands, the latest models of phones and cars. People who have known me for a long time know exactly what phone I have and what car I have, because I don't change them often. Therefore, from an early age, I have implemented more than 10 different business projects. There was a time when I lost a lot of money, but in return I got experience that helped me in the future. With new investments, if you think that you will lose by starting your own business, then think that if you buy yourself a new phone, or a new TV or a new car, then soon, taking into account all aspects and inflation, you will lose much more. Besides, you will not gain any experience, and also you will not have the opportunity to earn even more. This is not to mention the things bought on credit. When we buy things on credit, we get extra expenses and become dependent on them. From the outside, people will think about how rich you are. Look at his car. What phone does he have? But in reality your pocket will be empty, and you will never be secure. But if you hit the business, in the worst case, if things don't go so well, then you will lose your money, as in the previous option. But thanks to this you will gain invaluable experience that will help you with your next investment. It will bring more benefits than channels and series if you watch them if you buy a new TV. Remember that experience makes you smarter. But the question arises, if I can't spend on what I want, then why am I earning this money? But you need to understand that it's not about spending, but about how to increase your income and how to properly manage your money. Let's imagine that your income is $1,000. In order to cover your own needs, you need $500 a month. But of course, we all want the best. There is nothing surprising in this. Of the remaining $500, you can spend $150 or $200 on whatever you want, because you can invest the remaining $300 or $350 in some asset, and you can increase your income to $1,200 or $1,500. Please note that this is not specifically about $1,000. It can be $1,300,000. Everyone calculates their own income and expenses. The most important thing is not how much you earn, but how much money you can save. Therefore, the most important lesson that you can learn from this book is the following. People with this psychology of poverty work all their lives for money and think that increasing their salary will solve all problems, and people with the opposite psychology collect the right amount of money and try to let it go them into circulation to make money work for them, and thereby increasing their income. If you like this video and want to see more works on our channel, then subscribe to the channel, and if you got some experience, then don't forget to share this video with your friends.